with our team members here.
Okay,
So I just started the recording.
okay. So Vijay, has anything come up on your screen?
Yep.
So can you see welcome to Mine RP Reporting and Analytics?
Yes.
Okay. So Vijay, what we are basically doing is we are working on, two BI reporting servers. One is Jasper Report server, and the other one is Pago BI server. Okay.
Okay.
So Jasper is, is quite an old player in this BI reporting and analytics. So with Jasper, Jasper actually has a well-defined, I would say, architecture when it comes to rule and rule-based security and things like that. Okay, so let me start with what exactly we have with Jasper. Okay, let me just log in. Sorry. Okay. What you see on your screen, can you see a list on your screen?
Yep.
Okay. So this list is actually a set of reports. Okay. So these reports we can execute, we can play around with different types of parameters, and we can maybe export the results. So all these reports are basically into the format that we are looking at. That is, say, a tabular format, which is required in Excel. Okay, so let me execute one of them. See, I'll execute the cost report. I just click on them. Okay. So can you see on your left hand side a part, as part of your screen, which is asking you for some certain, which is, prompting you for certain parameters.
Right.
Okay. All right. So here I'll supply the parameters which are required for the report. I can select, a few of them or maybe all. Okay. Let's say close. Same goes for this. I can select some period. I'll say okay, and then again I'll select all the employees, and again this is a fourth parameter. Basically what I'm trying to convey is this is a set of parameters that are required for the report to execute. Okay, I'll say apply. Okay, I've selected all the parameters, so it's like lots of data coming over here. Okay, so this is the report that you get, which is a Jasper report, and you can maybe even after executing, even after what you call filtering the data, parameterizing the report, you can even go around and play with it. So I can sort the columns. I can maybe filter on a particular value. So I will say show only rows which contains. This is like a basic string operations that we perform. 0023. I would say okay. Okay, so this again, this is a level down of filtration that we could perform after we get our result. Okay, we can maybe say highlight, if you want to say highlight certain columns right now, and I would say apply sort of a conditional formatting, wherein I would just want to highlight particular records with only a given criteria. Okay. So I would say contains Rhino. So in case this is a very big data set, okay, so I would say in this case is okay. Sorry. Show all rows. Just give me a sec. Show only rows. Filter. Done. Formatting. Oops, sorry. Let's see. I just spelled it out incorrectly. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can you see this has turned red?
Yep. Yep.
Yep. So this is the kind of formatting that this Jasper reports with Jasper server provides us. Maybe after this, I could export it to a desired format. Say, can you see on the right of your screen a
Mm-hmm.
PDF or an Excel? Okay. So I'll
Yep.
just say Excel. I'll say open this. I have an Office LibreOffice version, so that's why
Mm-hmm.
it's opening. Okay. So can you see the exported format?
Yep.
And this could be this is just like what we have currently. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I could just and then again I could again say I can also say based on the kind of users that are logging in, set up the reports that are visible. Say again, I've logged in with someone known as Raji. Okay, so as Raji can only see this particular set of reports. So if I log in with admin, uh,
Jatin,
yeah,
just a quick question to you now. This
yeah,
one
sure.
is reporting, right?
Sorry.
This one is reporting.
Yeah, the BI.
BI reporting.
Yes, yes, we
Now,
are.
but what about the ETL process?
For the ETL
Sorry.
process, yes, Jatin, Vijay is asking about the ETL process. Okay,
Okay, so that's an okay. So regarding the ETL process, I would say that actually I tried the crashing process. I was able to do it with Excel. So right now, what we are in the process of designing the jobs, as well as creating the master tables, which would be required
Okay,
before
so
moving it. Yeah.
uh, that one also you are trying to do in both Jasper and Spago, or it is completely in Talent?
So the jobs will be written completely in Talent, and how those jobs are to be executed, I think we'll be calling them through OpenERP.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Dheeraj.
yes, exactly, Jatin, go on. Yes,
Yep,
that's what he said. I mean,
that's the
yeah,
blueprint as of now.
yeah, it will be running as a bash command in a server, and OpenAI will be just hitting that one,
Okay.
and it will be directly contacting the database, right, Jatin?
Yep.
So, I mean, I'm just trying to visualize. Let's say um, now we have OpenERP
Mm-hmm.
as the database.
Mm-hmm.
Second, we have Talent where it does the ETL process
Right.
and it spits out all the spit out reporting is done on either Spago or Jasper, one of them,
Correct.
whichever we finalize, right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And then shall I proceed?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So again, this as I was saying,
तूने
this
पहले
has a
देखा
really good
नेक्स्ट
security feature. I mean, say based on the user that are logging in, we could show what kind of reports he or she has access to. Say, I'm logging in this. I'm logging in with this particular user.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Screen. एक Anita. Just a second. Okay. Okay, again, so this has only this particular user has only right to this particular section of report. So accordingly, he or she can have access to. Also, we could limit the data that this particular user is seeing in these parameter boxes. See, a user is a manager for only 5 departments, so we would just be showing 5 particular departments. In our case, we say we could show stores. I mean, a user is a manager of a particular store. So in that case, data relevant to that particular store would only be visible in the report.
Okay.
Are you following?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is one of the security features which we have with Jasper. Okay. With this, can I move on to Spago?
Yep.
Okay. So do you see the window? Do you see a Spago window
Mm-hmm.
on your screen? Yeah. Okay. Let me log in.
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah, nice message.
Lots of passwords. Yeah. Okay. Let me. Oh, so basically this has it come up on your screen?
Yep.
Okay. So this is what we call a dashboard in Spago. Okay. Can you see it? Okay. So this is dashboard is basically like a collection of reports, wherein you can monitor multiple metrics at any given point of time. Right. So it has to make an informed decision about, say, a market sales or analysis or something like that. Okay. So what we have in Spago is, say, we want to see the Excel reports. This is I'm drilling down in Spago. Okay. Okay. So the tabular reports in Spago are not that good. Okay. What we were able to do with Jasper was, even after executing the report, we were able to play around with the data. We were able to, restrict the users to their own data, right? So with Spago, this is a bit tedious, and especially if you want to play around with the report after execution, this kind of facility is not provided with Spago. So it's just a static report as you see on your screens. Okay, I can export it, but I cannot play around with the data. That's it. Even the exported format is, okayish, not that good. But then Spago has a good set of animated reports. What do you say, call an eye candy dashboard. Okay, and this is just still exporting. That you see on your screen, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, we similarly also have dashboards. I mean, it's still exporting. I mean, yeah, it's come. I mean, it's just again the same thing. But the export is not that, I mean, good. But then we get an export, but we are not able to play around with the data.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Now,
But
Jatin, I have a
yeah,
quick question.
yeah, sure.
How about dashboards in Jasper?
Yes, I am moving to that right now. Okay. Let's move on to Jasper. Okay, let's go back. We log in with a different credential. Okay. Okay. So again, the same thing. We need to enter certain parameters. Let's see. Okay, I mean, this is a sample dashboard that I have created with Jasper. I mean, you can get again the graphs, you can get your KPIs and everything. You could probably drill down to a different set of reports. And this is also possible with Jasper. The only difference being here is it does not support those eye candy reports that we were able to see with Spago. Okay, so I'll execute it once more. I'm onto the Spago window. Okay, see this graphics. I mean, yep. Okay, these eye candy reports are not available in the community version of Jaspersoft. I mean, it's a set of static reports, but it gives us the required data in the format that we want. It supports charts also.
Okay.
Okay, and we could export this dashboard again. Okay, yeah, that's it. This is the exported format. But with this, it's a problem into getting this window over Spago. I mean, if you want to get it onto a paper or in a PDF, I have to take a print screen of it.
Okay, so you can't
Yeah.
do any modulation after exporting.
Sorry?
let's say you are exporting the Jasper report to
Yeah,
Excel.
right.
Can you go back to Jasper reports,
Yeah,
export
sure.
Excel?
Uh, this particular report
Yeah.
or any? Okay.
Now this in Jasper, when you are exporting
Hmm.
the dashboard, you
Hmm.
also get a separate sheet of data sheet.
Uh, no, not really.
Okay,
So
so
actually,
you
it is. So it's like this. What?
yeah.
So right now, this LibreOffice does not support certain components for
Right, right.
images.
Hmm.
Right. So that's why it's not able to show us. But then with Excel, it's possible.
Okay.
Okay. So apologize for this actually.
No, that's fine. You're good.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So with we can have reports. So the thing is when we have multiple tabs, say a report is 20 pages long, so we could split up that report into 20 different tabs with Jasper.
Okay.
Yeah, that is what we can do. But then when you see with Jasper, it's what you see on your screen is that is the only thing that you'll get in your Excel spreadsheet, and I mean nothing different.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's one of the. I mean, these are few of the differences with Spago and Jasper.
So, what is as a technical guy, what is your preference or what you would suggest for wireless vision to integrate with OpenERP?
So with wireless vision, I mean it's completely my opinion. So
Mhm.
with wireless vision, I mean anyone else could have a different opinion. So with wireless vision, I would say that we are looking at a lot of Excel reports, right?
Yes.
Yep. So with Excel, I mean we would also want to provide the users the facility to play around with the data.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
so this kind of independence or this kind of interactivity is I mean nicely available provided by nicely available in Jasper. I mean, it's quite intuitive, right? We can even after executing a report, we can again, I mean, go into certain specific details of data. Right, with I guess with the newer version there are certain features being added into this functionality. This is not available with Spago. And again, with I would say Spago has really good dashboards. It has really eye candy reports, but then that's it. I mean, apart from this, don't see any. Vis-a-vis Jasper and Spago, I don't see any advantage. Just that this Spago has well-defined, I mean, well-defined, what do you say, user interface. But apart from that, Jasper has solid security, solid role-based architecture. I mean, we could limit the
Access
data
rights.
viewing capabilities of user at different levels. So we would be showing the users different set of reports. A particular group of user would seeing another different set of reports. And again, we would maybe uh, uh, basically filter the data that is available for a user to see. Besides talking about parameterization, are you following me?
Yep. So
Yeah,
right now, all this reporting is based on, let's say, is it based on one file or multiple files? Let's say we have to do a dashboard based on two files, two reports. How do we
right.
do it?
So with two reports, first and foremost, two files, right? So we
Hmm.
would be having the data of these files in the database, correct?
Hmm.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now that's not a problem. So you want to create a dashboard. So I would just I would take the metrics from you. What you want to see in that into that dashboard. I would be playing around with the data. I would be constructing an appropriate SQL for this, and accordingly present the data in whatever format you want in a Jasper report.
Okay, now so for the crashing process, talent has to be in place.
It has to be.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Let's
Right.
say now fallouts we are extracting into a separate table.
Right.
That table we have to open in Jasper for
Right.
reporting or doing the charts or dashboard or whatever.
I mean,
Okay.
for talent also we need to have a list of files जिसको show करना है so that we'll have number of jobs for it also. And same as with reporting too. and what all objects will come into picture when we do the BI reporting. So it will be easy for him to work with it when we are actually starting the BI reporting also. So for the time being, we have to finalize on the files which we need so that they will start creating as number of jobs, create the journey for importing it in our system. So first step is that, and second, as he'll be coordinating with the talent team also, and then with the BA, because he'll know the database structure, so it'll be easy for him to start with it.
Talent is somebody else.
And talent is there is a data, there's a separate section what we have,
Okay, okay.
team we have. He is on the BI reporting and other stuff, but he will be included in every step.
Okay.
He will be included as shares who will be defining the objects.
Okay, yeah. So you would prefer, Jatin, your preference would be Jasper over Spago?
Uh, so the based on the requirements that I am seeing as of now, I mean, we are playing with Excel sheets and we have certain dashboards in place, and we want the users to have a lot of freedom when it comes to just playing with the data. I would say Jasper is a good way to go, because Spago is a good product. It's still into development phase, but it still does not have that solid role-based security that we would want in a what do you say, in a distributed or in a large environment as such.
Okay, can you show me that what is it? Eye candy reports? Eye can reports?
Yes, sure. Okay.
Candy or can?
I'll execute another report. Let's see.
Oh, all these chats are predefined.
I mean, Jatin,
Yeah.
okay, I mean, in the community version for the Jasper, it's not available, right? I mean, it is there, but in the community version, it's not there. That sort of dashboards what we have in Spago.
Well, it's not available in community version. It's available in professional version onwards, professional enterprise and things like that.
Which one is Spago?
Okay.
I mean, Jasper is there, but in the paid version, not in the community version.
So, but here Spago in free version you are having others.
But you can't filter, and it's still in the. I mean, as per what he has done the research and stuff.
I'm sorry?
No, Jatin, we were just discussing.
Okay.
About the community version and the professional, what do you say, enterprise version.
So basically, between Jasper and Spago, reporting wise, Jasper is good. It has more features, and dashboards wise, Spago has excellent dashboards.
Yes, I would say not dashboard wise, I would say chart wise.
Okay.
Charts. I mean, the charts that you see on your screen. Okay. So if I show you this particular bar chart and I show you this particular bar chart, let me just execute it once more. Oops. Okay, so this particular bar chart, can you see average daily sales?
Mm-hmm.
And this particular bar chart, and then I would see this particular bar chart. So naturally, someone else would just go with this. I mean, this bar chart, right? Can you see?
Right.
Now I hover over it. Yep, it's a good.
It shows the
feature.
trends.
Sorry.
It shows the trends.
Yes, shows the trends. I mean, this is the chart that the Jasper would also show the trends, but this is the chart that we have defined. All I'm saying is, the chart is good. It's interactive. I mean, the spots come up. The hovering, the hovering is good. Tooltip is good, basically.
Okay.
Okay. I'm drilling down. This is the animation that you get with Spago.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we also have to think apart from the UI perspective, right? It's not just the UI. Yeah, it's not just the UI that we're looking at. I mean, we are looking at a solid system.
Right. Now, regarding the reporting and dashboards, but we don't see what are the. Can you go back to the Jasper dashboards?
Sure. You want me to execute them again?
Mhm.
Okay.
This is just a minute.
Can you see it on your screen?
Yep.
Yep. I mean, I could also recreate the same dashboard that we have in Spago, but for the sake of this demo, I created a sample dashboard.
So the information
So
that
this
we
will
are
also give
seeing
you two
in
tips. Sorry?
the information we are seeing in Spago and Jasper is one and the same, but only it is way of presentation is different. Am I correct?
Sorry, can you come again?
Yeah, what Vijay is saying that the information which we display in Spago and Jasper both are the same, but the way of presentation, like the
Right.
interactivity, I mean, it's more in Spago, it's less in Jasper, but Jasper has more filtration, more drilling down, more.
Actually, with Jasper, we have more interactivity. With Spago, I mean, it's just good charts that we see on your screen.
Mm.
Right. With Spago, with Jasper, definitely we have good amount of interactivity. We also have, we have different export formats, and again, we have a good role-based security. I mean, say we just want to show a certain group of users only certain section of reports, or within that only a certain section of data. That is easily achievable with Jasper.
And what about the, I mean, the access rights, like the limiting the users and other stuff that they can see only their department reports?
Yes, that's also possible with Jasper.
Okay, you said role-based security, right?
Sorry.
Role-based security.
Role-based security is, I mean, based on the role of the users, we limit the data that he or she is able to see.
Okay. Thorough solution क्या
According to me, if you're dealing with complex data and if you want to filter out based on each and every field, Jatin, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
If
sure.
yeah, if I'm building it based on, say, for example, stores, markets, regions, phone numbers, IMEI numbers, I mean, whatever field which is there in the database, any field which we consider, and then we ought to show it, then I guess Jasper is the way to go.
Yes,
So
in that case, yes.
is it the data elements based on the table or any data element available in the database?
I'm sorry, can you come again? I just.
I mean, what he's saying is any data element on any table inside the database can be used, right, inside Jasper.
Yes. We can access. I mean, of course, based on the database user. I mean, what tables or views he has access to. But whatever tables and views he has access to, we can see it with Jasper. We can basically, if we are accessing it that way, we can see everything.
Okay, okay. Just tell me this: in the Jasper, you have created some dashboards. Is like the fixed view dashboards, like KPI ka, will it be in this format and no other format, or when you say this what do you say, pie chart? Okay,
Mhm.
it will be in this way. There will not be any hovering where in the Spago it used to show the. Uh,
Yes, we can have hovering. I mean, it has the tooltip, right?
Okay,
Can
okay.
you see on your screen?
Exactly, yeah. Woodland. Okay,
Yeah.
440. Okay.
Right. So I've also have this percentage. So if you see Experia's account, let me just magnify it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I can also put these data labels over here. Just for the sake of having a clean report, I've put everything in the legend.
Okay, so we have a fixed bar chart, I mean bar chart format, right? Like what do you say, vertical format. That's it.
We can also have a horizontal format.
लेकिन उसके हिसाब से डेटा के हिसाब से आएगा एक्स एक्सिस में
So,
एक्सिस चेंज करने से
इसके साथ
और
ये Now
Yeah,
we
that,
have this dashboard now.
yeah, even that is what I am thinking because
That
if they are making, if they have to make changes and work on the fly and create dashboards, Jasper is more flexible than Spider.
and what we can do is we can show it to the concerned person who will be using this as a primary usage, like management, I guess, top management.
A recording will show on the
Show them.
presentation
That's
page.
it. And then let them decide.
और इनको
Vijay,
include करेंगे.
Dheeraj?
Sorry, Jatin, you said?
Yeah. So I was wondering if maybe if Vijay wants to interact with this system, we could maybe have Gopi open the ports and he can play around with the system.
Okay.
Definitely, me and Dheeraj will do that. But Jatin, uh, I will also send you an email. Can you? Do you think we can give the presentation or a demo on these two dashboards and reporting to the management on this Monday, or do you want to wait until we have the ETL tables built for at least two files where we can do a real-time crashing and show it to the management with wireless vision data?
I think the later option that you specified is good. What do you think, Dheeraj?
Yeah, I'm thinking like if better, I mean, crashing process, if we just show it based on DSR form का we think कि okay, postpaid का we have seen this is the bar, prepaid का इतना है. We show simple demo also, that will be fine. We don't have to wait for crashing also.
Crashing, I mean, assume that you have a file after crashing.
Okay.
Now, based on that file, can you prepare, can you import that table into your Jasper and Spago and give us a demo on Monday? Can you join our project status meeting on Monday so that I'll check with my C-level executives if they can join the meeting on Monday?
Okay, regarding Monday, Dheeraj, I think we'll have to write a talent thing, right?
Yeah, I understand what he's saying is like the
Right,
jobs
so
come
I
up
guess
when we are starting now, so we don't want
so
to
I think this is we can go with this option, but regarding the time frame, I'll confirm
I
that
understand that then
on
what is
the maybe tomorrow.
no. What he's saying is, I mean, he will start writing job, but he wants to be sure the jobs let me work so that when you're showing it to the management, it's nothing should be open easy. Jobs properly tested, stuff like that. So
Right.
Monday,
Right.
For the talent part छोड़ने के वो बोल रहा है ना?
नहीं. I mean, once we are importing the data, okay, data import करके, and is what Jatin, what Vijay is saying is, we can, I mean, it's not necessarily हम लोग जो raw file जो आया ना import होके, we should show that. We can show it in the current object also, like in the DSR form का object जो already बन चुका है.
Jatin,
Okay, we can
Yeah.
start.
my point to you is yes, we have a database built up based on the DSR entry that is being done at the store level. That is our database, internal database.
Right. Right.
Now, the other file what we are getting is from T-Mobile.
Right.
And we are doing a crash based on few data elements in the talent.
Right.
Okay, now we can do reporting just based on the file that we have received from T-Mobile without crashing also.
Without crashing also. Okay.
Yeah.
And he wants to say that in a single table when we are done with the importing of the, because importing जो रहेगा ना वो talent के through.
Let's say you import the table in the file in the DSR crash process. In my file, you'll see a tab called tmob.
Right.
Save that one as a separate file. Just import that one into talent.
Yes.
Open that one in Jasper and Spago. Create reports. Simple reports like how many postpaids we have, how many prepaids we have, how many accessories, what is the revenue from accessories, or what is the chargeback, how many activations, deactivations, reactivations. So based on different fields, we can create different reports.
Right.
Right. So Jatin, in order to drill down that, just he's saying is the T-Mobile file what we are getting will first have a job to,
So
we'll have a job.
basically, I mean, just we want to do some reporting on the raw T-Mobile data that we are getting, right?
Yes.
Which we are
Yeah, so
importing
we
in a
can do
separate
that,
thing.
but that let's first design the reports that we want. I mean, what do you want to see? What kind of metrics you want? So I would need certain feedback from you, Vijay. So what
Sure.
kind of metric you want to see, and
Definitely.
based on that, I would sort of create a mock-up for you, including say what type of chart I will be using, say what how would we want to represent that, and based on the mock-up, if you like that, if you approve that mock-up, we can go ahead and immediately build reports on
Sure.
that.
And one more thing I want to understand is how is the user interface going forward? Let's say we do the import.
Okay.
Now, import कैसे करना है? Import, it has to be done only by the technical person, or can a user just import a file?
I mean, because since you said कि हम डायरेक्टली एक्सेस नहीं कर सकते, इसको यूजर को लॉगिन करके has to enter a token, and he has to store somewhere locally, and then we load the file on the
Yeah,
server.
from T-Mobile.
Okay, so what we're thinking is when these guys finish with the job, we'll have our OpenAPI side ready so that it fetches the path, and in the talent job it passes on that path as a parameter. Okay, when you are executing the job, take the file from here. So
From OpenAPI.
yeah, what we can do is we can have our own FTP file, FTP site. Okay, जहाँ पे they will say okay this is a PLM data file, fetch it from there, and जैसे जैसे execute हो जाएगा, it will be stored archived in a separate directory. I mean locally store करना, I think so it's not good for us.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, data loss or data security is
I
not
mean,
there.
laptop में से delete कर दिया था. So what first step user has to do is when he is downloading and doing whatever, he should directly upload it in our FTP site.
Okay.
And then we will write OpenAPI will have it fetched. Whatever file which is available in this folder, fetch it and pass it to the talent job. And talent job or FTP site.
Wonderful. Now, for creating the FTP, Gobi is working right. Once he does that, for that FTP, can we create it as a link within our OpenERP?
I mean, we have to. We have to. I mean, in OpenAPI, whenever we are fetching to FTP, we have to specify the path FTP से कहाँ से लेना है. That is hard.
No, my point is, let's say Josh is logged into OpenERP.
Okay.
In our system.
Exactly.
Okay. Now he should have a menu. The moment he clicks on it, he will go to that FTP upload site.
Yeah.
And he will upload the file.
Yeah, you'll upload the file and the rest will be done by us. We'll store it in the S3 server also.
Yeah. What I mean to say again, why I'm reiterating is, it should not feel like that he is going to too many websites.
I mean, what I'm thinking now, if possible, technically, I want to talk to Gopi and Fazil on this. S3 server पे, if we set up the FTP also, तो उधर ही store रहेगा and उधर से ही fetch होता रहेगा. So Josh has to do just one time.
Yeah.
Josh को just एक time FTP upload करने का है. And FTP server में जब वो folder रहेगा, there will be waiting queue files, and then there will be executed files. For हर एक set of files, for example, team of file रहेगा.
No. Okay. Assume it's going to S3. Okay, let us finish with him and then. Jatin, you also want to be in this discussion, I guess.
Yes, actually, but I am having a hard time hearing what you guys are talking because the voice is breaking a lot.
Okay.
Okay, Jatin, to what Vijay said regarding the demo, I want to make it clear, like Vijay said, ki whether we are making it for the DSR, okay, so that he can have the reports, the demo reports designed for our DSR, जो हम लोग का object है already,
right,
or else if we are doing it in a T-Mobile file, because our step is first T-Mobile file will fetch it out whatever जो FTP का है, second we will store it in our database जो object हम लोग ने already create हो चुका है, Shreyas has uploaded it, okay, then so now if he wants to make it ready for demo, first the job should be ready, jobs करने के बाद, so he's not worried about the BI reporting, he wants to test out the jobs first, so he doesn't want to commit on Monday. Okay, that's what he's saying. Okay, so
the reason why I asked for Monday is, we have status report and this is the second week again.
So let's do one thing, no? instead of doing it in a T-Mobile file, let's have 30-40 records in our system, DSR
Okay.
format, and show the reports based on DSR.
Okay, that's
Okay.
fine too.
Okay.
The only reason why I
Okay.
said T-Mobile is T-Mobile file when you are importing, you will have different data elements to get into reporting. Act,
There are
react,
63
deact.
elements. 63 elements.
Ah, इसमें if you see a DSR, how many elements you have?
I
You
mean,
just have
it's split up in 6 objects now. I mean, there are fields, but it is split up in six
yeah.
objects. I mean,
So
anyways,
anyway, whichever works fine. Just have a look at the Timo file, see what you can do the best for Monday. Whichever, if you want to use the DSR, that's fine. If you want to use the Tmap file, make it, slice it into half or few records, and if you want to show that, even that is fine. Just figure it out, Jatin, and let me know tomorrow
Okay.
morning which one is feasible
Okay.
to you.
Okay.
I would suggest you to prepare something, either TMOB or DSR, um, and for Monday, because I want to show it to the our board of directors. And the other
Okay.
thing is, I want to know how feasible it is. Let's say we are creating the dashboard based on what they're defining now.
I'm sorry.
We are creating, let's say we are creating this stock aging is there.
Right.
Now, right now, what you are seeing is a week, Sunday to Saturday.
Hmm.
Let's say I want to see between the months.
Yes, that could be done, Vijay. So you want to
So,
change the period, right?
right now, I don't can as a user can I do it all by myself, or do I need to ask you to build a report like that, dashboard
Actually,
like
in this case, so basically what we are dealing with right now are canned reports.
that? Mhm.
Okay, so canned reports is something
That is already
which
built.
a developer will create it out for you. So
Right.
in this case, if a user, we will try to add certain amount of dynamism in the reports, but with these kinds of changes, yes, the user will have to ask the developer to change the format.
No,
But
then
with simple things like, for example, if I want to say I don't want to see it monthly, I want to see it weekly, these things could be achieved. But then if you say I don't want to see the daily sales, I want to, instead of this graph, I want to see the daily purchases or a different metric. So in that case, the technical intervention is necessary.
let's say when the data elements are when the table is available or when the data elements are available for the dashboard build, can't the user pull the data elements required in X and data elements required in Y and prepare their own dashboards?
Uh, Actually, are you referring to ad hoc reporting?
Yes.
With Jasper's community edition, we don't have ad hoc reporting.
Okay, and I
Yeah.
also want you to can you send me a note like what is the community edition? I guess community edition is open source and we don't pay anything.
yeah.
Let's say
Right.
we are buying the commercial edition. What is the cost involved in it? What is the user license?
Okay.
Okay.
So then, okay, he will talk to Faisal sir on this, okay? Regarding,
Yes.
दूसरे
okay.
को बात
Yes.
करने
Yeah,
देना
yeah, okay.
हमको कम
Okay. Oh, he'll have it.
Just get us some numbers so that even on Spago, how feasible, because it is not that we want to completely eliminate the technical intervention, but going forward in the future, let's say all
Right.
of a sudden they want to see a different data element in x-axis, and if it is on a Friday, you are not
Right.
available, neither me or Dheeraj are available, then they have to wait for 48 hours.
Right.
So I don't want those. I want something dynamic where they can pull the data element available
Yes.
into X
Yes.
and Y and prepare a report on
Right.
themselves.
And
Yes, I get your point. We have an aspect of ad hoc reporting
And
available over
I
here with, yeah.
And I
Correct. Sorry.
remember because I worked Jasper reporting long time back in 2006 and 7. I think there is the ad hoc reporting in Jasper.
Yes, Vijay, we have ad hoc reporting with Jasper, but with commercial edition, it's the basic, very crude OLAP edition that we have. Okay, so
Okay.
OLAP is it will
Yeah,
not give you that
multi-level.
interactivity
Mhm.
wherein a user would is able to drag columns or rows and accordingly select reports. Here, maybe a user will have to type out an MDX. You know what is an MDX, Vijay?
No,
Okay, so let me just. I think we have ad hoc thing
MDX
with
files.
this Jasper, but it's a very basic, a very crude view. Let me see if it's available with this default setup. I'll stop my screen for a moment. Okay.
I mean, users can have their own dashboards created.
हाँ
Open it,
no Jasper में भी था
it
मैं
should be,
मेरे को
it will be, but
because
ये saying ना कि
we
वो version में नहीं है.
when we did what Oracle 9i database,
Jatin?
Jasper reporting, Crystal reports.
Hmm.
They
Yes,
had
Vijay.
two
Yes,
different.
Dheeraj.
Yeah, Anna, go on. I thought you were cut off.
No, I am just trying to pull up that the analysis what Vijay is talking about. Give me a moment.
Okay.
Yep. Because I report, I remember because there are two reporting. We at that time I don't know why they were using. They were using Crystal reports for one division, and they were using Jasper reporting for one particular division. And yeah, that one it has immediately they get the data file. They will pull the data elements. They will throw like how we throw it in a normal pivot table in Excel. They throw those data elements immediately. The chart is updated.
OpenAI also, like, if you want to create a dashboard class history object, you take a filter, filter ऐड करो, and ये filter को dashboard में ऐड करना, dashboard में सीधा ऐड करो.
वो तो देखा है.
OpenAI.
Now,
Not it is basic level जो बोलते हैं ना कि हाँ normal user को देखना है कि ये, but this is the business level,
right.
actual business level, because it's 200 stores. I want to see each and every point. So we can't just trust कि OpenAI से पूरा हो जाएगा, and that too speed. Speed is the main.
That is the key.
That is the key.
Now, if you are doing all this in OpenERP, then the server.
I mean, it was 70, only 70 users, so it was fine. But I mean, 500. They said 200. I consider 500 and more than 500 also.
I consider 1,000 because 1,375 are the employees.
Yeah.
Plus the customers, because once we have these portal pages coming in, then you have customers coming into this site.
Okay.
But yeah, at any given point of time, you don't have more than 500 people. Like see, max tops is 500 people. Or maybe if you introduce some offer for employees and say that today is the end date, maybe that day you might hit a long traffic.
Vijay, Dheeraj?
Yeah, yes, Jatin.
Yeah, so Vijay, I think you must have
Yes.
seen something like
Yes.
this, right? Right?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is the traditional OLAP view. So what this is not that user friendly. I mean, user has to. Even I am not really. Actually, I started off with this, but then it's not that popular. I mean, the
Right.
user
I mean,
hasn't.
this is one way where you, the graphical interface wise or the presentation wise, it may not look that good to a human eye.
Right.
But the ad hoc reporting feature that this one has, than reporting feature where we as technical people create something and give it to the business user. I would like to have both of them in the dashboard. Let's say the standard, now the leadership dashboard or P&L dashboard. Those are standard dashboards. So those we will build and we will give it to the business user. But when it comes to ad hoc reporting, They should be able to build their own dashboard based on the need, based on the
Right.
emergency or situation. They should be able to build their own data
Right.
dashboards.
Right. So, Vijay, this is not available with the this OLAP view is available with the community edition, but then the freedom and the interactivity that we are talking about is available professional in the professional version and upwards.
Okay. So
Yeah, even the dashboard. I mean, the functionality wherein the user can create his own bouquet of reports. Say he wants to see only data from 4 reports and compile them into a dashboard. Even I guess that is available in the professional or the enterprise edition. But then again, we have a license with that.
okay, so in that case, I would love to learn what is the cost involved if we have
Right,
to buy a commercial edition with license.
right.
Now, in this case, Rupa is doing what? They are importing 2, 3 files into the DSR, and out of 2, 3 files, they are preparing now the sales leadership dashboard that is built out of 8 files.
Okay,
So 8 different files are feeding one dashboard.
right.
That means for us, 8 different objects.
8 different
8 different
objects.
files are.
So how is that achievable if we are just going with the community edition then?
See,
But then again, the design is predefined in this case,
no,
right?
8 objects fixed. So if you want, the
Or
ninth
no?
object also should be involved,
Mm.
like what do you have the final report? What do you call it?
P&L,
PNL, final report, which everything goes as an input to that.
sales leadership
Sales
dashboard.
leadership report. So that one, if we say, okay, 8 files import can end out that 8 files, which you say it is imported in the system. Now you can play anyway,
Mm.
create, join, whatever it is. But when the ninth object comes in, we should be notified, okay, this file will also be included, and then on the we'll also
Coding
have it.
for adding.
Because any reporting you have to do that. Okay, it is a separate object itself, and you haven't specified it. हम
Right,
लोग fields तो ऐड कर सकते हैं अगर object registered है, but we can't add objects on the floor.
right. So for example, now our situation is we have at least minimum of 3, 4 files feeding one dashboard. So how can we achieve that one, Jatin?
Okay. So first and foremost, of course, we'll have to import those files into the database, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right. So on this, we would be creating canned reports or dashboards, wherein the columns, I mean the columns or the metric that you want to see is predefined, is already designed into the report or the dashboard, and
So
accordingly, it is dynamically populated from the database. That
so
is how we can do it.
so at that point of time,
Uh-huh.
can we go ahead just with the community edition?
Yes, in that case, yes, we can go ahead with this,
Yeah,
with
well,
the community edition. The professional edition would come into play
Mm.
when you would want to have a good
ad hoc
amount of
reporting.
ad hoc
Yeah,
reporting or
reporting,
good
yeah,
amount of
yeah.
dashboarding,
And
Okay.
wherein the
exactly,
user
yeah.
can actually
Like
go ahead
fixed.
and create
Right
his
now
or
we
her
have fixed fee,
reports or
dynamic
dashboards.
based on
In
that.
this case, we require a license.
Okay.
Yeah,
So yeah,
but the
just
can
just
reports,
see
yeah.
if you can get the cost estimation also if we have to go with commercial. But yeah, now what I understand as of now from this Jasper BA reporting is we can do ad hoc reporting, the basic ad hoc reporting with no cost, and
Very basic, I would say.
yeah, and dynamic canned reporting or canned dashboards,
Right, right.
which are dynamic, uh, which are already defined by you guys.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that is all
That's
what we
nicely
need.
put, Paul.
So, and when they are dynamic, we will also have the drill down mechanism, right?
Yes, with the community edition, we can also have the drill down mechanism.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Then if we can have the drill down mechanism, yeah, we can go with that. Spago Spago
discussing.
dashboards are excellent, definitely, no doubt about it.
Yes.
But do you think the community version is not? Maybe the commercial edition might have more functionality on the reporting side in Spago.
Actually, there is just one version of Spago. There's no professional enterprise edition.
Okay.
Yep, it's just one version. They keep developing it. They keep releasing it every 3 or 6 months. I mean, with new features.
So
Even Spago has ad hoc reporting, but again, it's the same thing that we are seeing on our screens. The good thing about Spago, I mean, it is the I mean, I wouldn't say good. I would say different thing about Spago is that it can incorporate multiple technologies within itself. So the charts I showed you were actually something known as high charts. The tabular reports were in Jasper, and so we could also have Pentaho reports. So it's like a bouquet of different technologies coming in together, best of each technology coming in together. But then only some parts, not the entire functionality.
okay.
But with Jasper, we have a lot of user interactivity. That's for sure, and a good architecture, security architecture.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, as we have planned earlier, see the uh, prepare for the demo on Monday, 11:30 a.m. EST.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, first, let us know tomorrow if you can
It is, yes, if
present
it is
something on Monday, 11:30 or not.
right.
I want you to be comfortable because the presentation is for our corporate directors, board of
Mm-hmm.
directors, and the leadership team. So
Mm-hmm.
I want you to show if you say yes, I want you to be prepared to give the same set of files you use in both Spago and Jasper and show the different analysis or the difference between those two BI reporting tools.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
All right, Jatin. Thank you very much. You have anything else for us?
Yes, Vijay. Apart from this reporting, I just wanted. I mean, it's a quick question. So, this crashing process that you would do, how long would it take? I mean, to achieve this?
Let's say now the DSR crash process, if it has to be done manually, it will
Uh huh.
take no less than 3 to 4 hours.
Exact. Okay. Yep.
If one person is completely dedicated only to the DSR process, continuously sitting and just completing the process from start to finish, it will take 3 to 4 hours.
Okay. Okay. I mean, that's actually even it took me 6 to 7 hours. I mean, to complete this crashing process. I mean, I was wondering whether it's just me or is
No, no,
everyone
no,
else
no.
taking it?
First time, I'm definite. It's good that you got it in 6 to 7 hours.
Okay.
Now they're doing it in 3 to 4 hours because they're doing this one from almost a few years.
Oh yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
So yeah, the only thing is you get the data from different file into a separate tab, name
Hmm.
it. The import of that all columns, 100 plus thousand columns into a separate sheet will take more time.
Right.
So the copying time based on the system they are using,
Exactly.
the RAM capacity when they're doing a VLOOKUP. There are a lot of
Yes.
other
Yes.
things also that cause the delay.
Right.
Maybe if everything is updated and rock solid, probably it can be done in 1.5 hour or 2 hours at max. But yeah,
Okay.
right now they are doing it in 3.5 to 4 hours.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I thought so. Okay.
Okay, that's good. So you have gone all the steps in the DSR crash process. You have any
Yes.
doubts or you're comfortable
Yes,
with that process?
I have certain questions, but I'll compile them and present it to you when they're
Okay,
ready.
sounds good.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything else?
Nothing from our side, Jatin. Do you have anything else for us to see, or you think you're good?
I think we are good for the day. Dheeraj, what do you say?
No, no, no more questions.
Okay. So
Okay.
in that case, Jatin, just let us know tomorrow whether you would be
Okay.
able to prepare. I would suggest you to prepare minimum basic data file, maybe with 50 records or 100 records. That's okay. But I want you to, if you can help us with the demo for Monday, because that plays a major role, especially for the board of directors. I want them to be comfortable with the different options we have in reporting and dashboards. That
Okay.
is all what they see, and that is all what they want to
Right.
rely on. So
Right.
if they
Right.
say, okay, now when you're showing on Monday, if you're showing the differences between Jasper and Spago, and uh, they say they are comfortable with Jasper or Spago, based on whatever the decision is, we can eliminate the other option and just
Right.
focus on the option whatever they suggest us or they pick their choice.
Right. Okay.
Because going forward, I want them to be, I want the, especially the dashboards, in terms of ad hoc reporting, it should be very clear for them.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I agree.
So when you're showing the demo, you should show them the flexibility, how they can create the ad hoc reporting, and what will be the base or the standard reports that are created and displayed. So the differences between those two.
Okay.
And add everybody and basic
Okay, Vijay.
dashboard category.
The standard reports and
Standard
base.
reports.
Now in the standard reports, he can show the drill down mechanism
Yeah.
too.
I mean, he has showed it right now.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we can. Okay.
Okay.
No worries,
Okay.
Jatin,
Okay,
I'll
Vijay.
have it the work cut down for you, and we'll decide tomorrow based on the job status and the TSR. Okay, Jatin, hello, Jatin, hello.
Yeah, Dheeraj, yes.
Yeah, you can leave for the day.
Okay. Okay, Dheeraj.
Okay.
Thank you very
So
much,
thank you,
Jatin.
Jatin.
Yes. Yes, Vijay.
Okay. Yes.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Have
Bye.
a nice day ahead.